Gameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our collegesportingnews.com Game of the Week preview between the North Dakota State Bison and the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. And let's take a look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with the Bison.
The Bison come into this ball game off an impressive victory last week versus Delaware State, in which they dominated from start to finish, but this is a different animal. They can run the football, they can own the line of scrimmage, so it's up to the Bison and that defensive line to win that battle up front. If they can do that, they can have a great chance. Now on offense, it's all about building on what you've already done, and we've seen the ground game, we've seen the short passing game, and if they can continue to expand vertically down the field, this could be a dangerous offense moving forward. Now let's move over to South Dakota State in this ball game, and the Jackrabbits have the best running back in the country in Zach Zinner. Here's a guy that no matter what the numbers are in the box, he will get at least 150 to 200 yards. He's that type of player, but they do a great job owning the line of scrimmage. Now this week versus North Dakota State, let's focus on their defense. They're going to have to get off the field. Right now, teams are converting at a 48% rate on third down versus the Jackrabbits. If they want to win this ball game and take home the Dakota marker, they're going to have to get off the field on third downs and put the ball back in the hands of their talented offensive attack. Now here are some coaching points for both teams in this ball game. For the Bison, they have to come in and take Zinner out of the game. They have to make him a non-factor and force the Jackrabbits to make plays throwing the football. And you want to get multiple in your formations defensively. You want to get creative in your front so that way you can get pressure on Austin Sumner in the passing game and also be in better position to slow down Zinner. And if you have a lead, you have to keep a lead. The Jackrabbits are one of the more sound football teams in FCS, and if they get that football back, they will drive it down the field and score. And for the Jackrabbits in this ball game, you want to break your tendencies early. Come out throwing the football because we know you can always rely on your outstanding ground game. And on defense, you want to reestablish the line of scrimmage, force North Dakota State to make plays passing the football. You want to make this game Austin Sumner versus Brock Jenner, so you want to slow down the running game as well. And you also have to maximize your own possessions. You have to come away with touchdowns and not field goals. Touchdowns win you ball games when you're playing a team like the Bison. The X factor for the Bison will be their third down defense. South Dakota State can run the football, and if they can chew up the TOP, they're going to shrink this ball game, so you have to get these guys off the field in order to have a chance. The X factor for the Jackrabbits will be their passing game. Austin Sumner is a talented quarterback, and he has some outstanding options on the flanks. If they can get that passing game going early, this could be a dangerous football team, not only in this ball game, but moving forward. Now here are some 2014 draft prospects you want to keep an eye on in this ball game. For the Bison, Marcus Williams, one of the best corners in the country regardless of division. Bill Turner, an outstanding left tackle, and linebacker Grant Olsen, one of the leaders on that defense. And an excellent quarterback receiver combination right there in Brock Jensen and Ryan Smith. Smith is the guy, despite his size, is very tough over the middle of the field and does a great job on third downs. For the Jackrabbits, kicker Justin Saravaka is one of the best kickers in the country regardless of division. Zach Zinner, the outstanding tailback. You see him constantly rushing for over 150 yards a game. And keep an eye on tackle Brian Witzman, a guy that's an outstanding angle blocker at 6'7", 300 pounds. The late, great Stacy Robinson played for North Dakota State from 1982 to 1984. He was their patented deep threat, and this is a guy that caught over 1,600 yards in his career for 13 touchdowns and was a two-sport star and also was a two-time All-American. Before he became one of the greatest kickers in NFL history, he was the greatest kicker in Jackrabbits history. From 1991 to 1994, you look at the all-time scoring leader and kicker, Adam Vinatieri. I like North Dakota State in this ball game. This is a football team that's just strong on both sides of the line of scrimmage, and while South Dakota State is a very tough team and will be in the playoffs this year, I don't think they match up this time around versus the Bison.